actually means for women.
Tell me more.
I know that the traditional sense, hypergamy, is just, you know, women want someone older, richer, all of these things. I say actually none of that matters. Women, actually their definition of hypergamy is the man that is, she can't manipulate. That's the only man she'll find hypergamous. A 19-year-old who's dating a CEO who's 40 years old, far more successful than her, taller than her, more grades, more qualifications, everything is above her. You would say that she's hypergamous. I can guarantee you, if she can manipulate every money, every piece, get rent from him, get a car, she will still throw him in the dust and find somebody that she actually respects. That's not hypergamy in a woman's eyes. Hypergamy in a woman's eyes is, we can't fool you. Simple. She would rather be with a man that is less successful, less intelligent. Not that she'd rather be, but she'd be more submissive to a man who's less successful, less intelligent, might even be a bit shorter, but he doesn't fall for nonsense. He knows when she's trying to manipulate him. She can't trick him. She can't manipulate him. Right. So I believe hypergamy is defined purely by, not actually by the arbitrary things. Of course, we want someone richer and taller, but the baseline of that only matters if you're more intelligent than us. And we don't define intelligence by financial success. We define intelligence by, can I manipulate you, yes or no? Right. If the answer is no, you are not an idiot. You are not going to pay my rent while your own daughter's rent you don't even consider, or you are not going to buy me a car because I slept with couple of times. You're not stupid. But if we find that, oh my God, I can tell him that I need his card and he gives it to me straight away, or I can tell him that, you know, I lost my job so I need rent, he gives it to me straight away without me even knowing him that well, just because immediately she loses respect. Right. And therefore the hypergamy disappears.
So I think you're onto a really important addition to hypergamy, but I can hear the men in the comments screaming right now, like, I can't be manipulated. So, but I still can't get a date. Yeah. I think the key to
we're watching the Lipfy Network. That's the name of the YouTube channel, Lipfy Network. I'm gonna read some of the comments so y'all can see the actual YouTube channel. But let's go ahead and finish playing this, and I'm gonna come back with my reaction.
To add to that is that it has to be someone that the woman would want to manipulate. Yeah. And so if she's not drawn to you, attracted to you, finds nothing interesting about you, it doesn't matter that if she tried to manipulate you, tell her to fuck off, you're not interested, whatever. There is a dynamic there. So first there has to be mutual desire. Yeah. And then there has to be a very mature thing in it. It's funny. So
I don't think men look for mutual desire anymore. I think men with high self-esteem do. I think men with super high self-esteem, I think the baseline is men with super high self-esteem, reciprocity is more important than beauty. As long as she wants him as much as he wants her. And this is like, men with high self-esteem only know what women look like who like them. So they know women to want to take their clothes off. They know women that are calling their phone 24/7. They know women who are initiating sex. That's what men with high self-esteem, that's the type of women they're around. Men with low self-esteem, which is getting more and more, don't care if she wants him, just as long as he gets to touch her. So that's where you'll find these men that go to escorts. You'll find these men that go to webcams, these men that go, you know, travel, you know, passport boys. They don't care if she wants him or not. Just, does she let me have sex with her? They're not looking for mutual desire as much, particularly as they get older.
Wow. You think they're not looking for mutual desire, or they have given up on finding
I don't think they know what it even looks like, because they've so replaced mutual desire with attraction from their perspective.
All right, women's definition of hypergamy. Women's definition of hypergamy. I do want to get a woman's input. I know we got two right now, so I'm going to go ahead and start. Which one of you ladies want to go ahead and speak to this? Is this true? About how women view hypergamy, because this is a common discussion that comes up often. But she made some interesting points. Go ahead, Lady Mogalet.
So I've been saying that for a while. Like, it's about more than just the money, more than just like the status. I think she kind of did hit the nail on the head, except when she said, if he's less successful, I don't know if she said less educated. I might have misheard that, if that wasn't but if she did, that's inaccurate. But yeah, not being able to manipulate a man, like a man being able to guide you, lead you, give you that sense of security, and knowing that he he's solid. Like, you're not about to pull anything over his eyes. Yeah, I think that's a pretty valid, solid explanation of what hypergamy looks like in today's world. So I mean, I don't really have much else to say about that because I think it was valid.
All right, Luis, I'm gonna go to you, and then I'll come back to you.
That's why you gotta tell most women to go to hell. Shit, don't be kissing their ass. Tell them to go to hell. And they get, But I was the same way. You be thinking, well, I don't want to fuck around and don't get no ass. No, sometimes you gotta charge to the game for women being disrespectful and trying to get you to be like, listen, you shut up, shut the fuck up. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Hit the thumbs up button.
Shan, I saw you coming on.
I mean, what she said, it was pretty interesting. I can't see a lot of the points of what she was talking about being played out. Like, I've seen examples where, just think about it. Like, we talk about men who tricking, men who just pay, give money to women and stuff like that. A lot of those women don't respect a lot of those men. And sort of, I wonder at times, is it just a cultural mindset? Because, like, where do we really see this play out more often than not? Right. And sort of the other point is, like, what kind of really telling our young men,
right,
as they're kind of navigating, the dating space, as they kind of get older and become, grow into themselves, right? What does that look like? Like a woman manipulating you, either emotionally or through sex or through any other avenues that they elect to navigate. I don't think men are just easily, at least amongst one another, we understand, like, there's a mutual line of respect and there's a mutual line of understanding. But I think when it comes to women, I think that some men have a weak tendency to not really pick up on the tells. And I think that has to be something that has to be discussed in your own home, what that looks like. I give a lot of credit to my mom, man, because my mom, what's so funny, all these conversations that we're having now or these days, like, my mom told me when I was younger, she was like, yo, don't date a woman that's this, pay attention to these things, et cetera, right? Like these things that we tend to talk about, like, at first I didn't really like get it or understand it, but then you start to kind of see everything open up to you once everything starts to play out in real time. So yeah, I definitely agree that hypergamy looks very different, especially when there isn't a baseline of respect. How you?
All right, go ahead, Miss Shan.
Oh my God, I don't.
She watching
listen.
TV. Shit, her ass ain't paying attention.
I can agree with this, especially when he tacked on the ending, right? So if you can't get a woman like this, let's just be very clear. But if she's interested in you, yes, she wants a man that she can't easily manipulate, and she will try, because guess what? You're the person who's supposed to lead the household. So if she can easily manipulate you, she's probably thinking anybody can.
Right.
So I do agree, but I think all the little examples she gave, I don't necessarily agree with those things. But I do agree with, you want a man who's stern, who has great leadership skills, who just, yeah, I somewhat agree. But the most important part is, this is not how you get a woman. She wants these qualities in the man that she wants to be with. Not just like, oh, he shows these things and it's gonna make him. Well, sometimes it can make you attractive, but
she
I honestly think it works much that way. Right. It can work that way, but not, you can't go in like, I'm gonna hold all these qualities, I'm gonna say no and be an asshole to her and she's gonna like me. I don't think that's how it works. You already. But if you are the guy that she loves and she wants to be with, and you possess these qualities, yes, I do believe. And just think about it like this. Think about when you go outside. Most women are not married to rich men. They're married to men who are average guys, right? Even some people may be married to men who don't make as much as them.
Right.
There's something about him that she loves. It's his leadership skills. It's how he holds down a household. There are other qualities. So I do agree
exactly.
with that. Could be all of those things. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, interesting. Go ahead, Viet. You want to say something, Luis? You're on mute, just so you know. I'm not sure if you was trying to say something. No, don't worry about it. I'll come back to you, Luis. Go ahead, Viz.
First thing I'll say is for all the fellas out there that's in the chat, check out The Way of the Superior Man. A lot of what she talked about,
I heard about this book,
is addressed in that book, and that's why I'm a avid believer, and I always say it: if you're intimidated by approaching a female, then that's a self-check that you need to do. That don't have shit to do with women or the dating scene or whatever the case may be. I will say also, I agree with just about everything that she said. Everything that she said, in my opinion, was 100% facts. I think that you can get a woman, contrary to what Shan was saying. I think that you can get a woman by flashing money or status or whatever the case may be. Will you be able to keep them? That's something completely different.
That's the key.
But for the most part, I agree with just about everything that she said.
What did I say that you didn't agree with?
You said that that's not how you get a woman.
Oh no, I was talking about you can't necessarily. So let me clarify, because maybe I was misunderstood. What I'm saying is, if you're thinking, oh, me, I step up to a woman and me saying no, is that's how I'm gonna get her. What I'm saying is she's saying how not to get cheated on, right? Wasn't that the question?
Okay.
So cheating means you're in a relationship and you're cheating on somebody. So I agree.
No, I don't think it was about cheating.
Was it not? What
no.
was it?
It's about being
watching TV.
You said
it was what?
It's about how women view hypergamy. Hypergamy and
hypergamy. So even with that, like the guys, I agree with the guy, and I don't know if she agreed or not, forgot, but I agree. This is usually somebody she's already desiring, right? Y'all don't agree. It can't just be a guy she don't desire and he does this and she's like, oh, now it could happen, but very small percentage. What I was saying is it has to be somebody she desires already, and then there's steps to this.
You know what? I think that applies, but I also think that even if it's a man that you're not attracted to, sometimes as a woman, if he's put down.
But I said small percentage. I said it does happen, but not on a large scale.
He can become attractive just based on the fact that he's confident and he's not about to bend or fold for you just because you think you're fine, just because you think you're this or that. Like, that's a valid thing too. So yeah, I agree with what he said, with his addition to her thought. But I do think that that's a very attractive thing, like trait for a man to have, and more.
Well, you're confident. I think that's a good trait for anybody to have. But
to cut somebody the fuck out when they come crazy, they talk crazy to you, that shows a lot of confidence.
It was something that he said towards the end too. I forgot what he said. I had meant to write it down.
Hit the thumbs up button
down. But if you can play like the last 15 seconds of him talking.
Last 15 seconds? Yeah, should be able to pull it up along.
Yeah, because he did say something that I wanted to address, but I feel like I forgot what it.
Hit the thumbs up button.
Exactly.
That's an attractive looking white lady. European. What she is? London? From the UK? Impact Theory?
It might be.
You think they're not looking for mutual desire, or they have given up on finding?
I don't think they know what it even looks like, because they're so replaced mutual desire with attraction from their perspective.
Was it that?
Right. Yeah. Let it ride from here.
What? That was the end of the video.
Right. So
okay.
The mutual attraction part. Man, I I think with that it depends. I think it depends on the person, and where they are in their confidence. I don't think that in some cases the attraction plays that much of a part. Is more so like, and I think she said it where it's just more, you're allowing for me to touch you type of deal. You're having sex with me type of deal. So everything else is kind of out the window. It's irrelevant as long as I'm receiving, X, Y, and Z. And I think that kind of plays, and I'm gonna go far left, I guess, with this one. But I think that kind of plays into how we see a lot of guys, that's down low now, and they're playing into the whole, the tranny movement, where they think that they, with this tranny and calling this he a she, and they believe it because this the only type of attention that they're getting. So I do agree to that part.
That's deep.
Conversations that we're having now, or these
it's gonna
days,
get worse because they really are pushing for that. You know what I'm saying, to be the norm. So, that's deep. I don't know. I don't think I can ever. I don't care if I don't ever get a woman. There's no way I'm gonna just like, I can't get no woman. Let me get me a trans woman. Just in case. Like, nah. I want the 100% real thing. You know what I'm saying? Natural. Wow, that's deep. Yeah. You really gotta put your foot down. That doesn't, somebody that you can push over. And it's funny, I know men that get pushed over, ran over by their women, talk to them crazy. I remember one time when I was a teenager, there was this girl I was dating, and her friend was dating this dude. And I remember the dude didn't have no kids, and she had like 3 kids from 2 different dudes. You know what I'm saying? I think one of them got deleted. Like, she, street dudes, of course. And she would be talking to her boyfriend, the dude that she didn't have kids with, that was her boyfriend. She would talk to him crazy, be fighting him and stuff. And I was like, damn, dude, why don't you just leave this chick? You don't even have no kids with this woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave this broad. But and then I think the reason why I think that whole thing started with her probably saying something slick to him one time. Then he didn't check it. So then she said something else slick to him again. He let it go again, let it ride. So it got worse and worse. Now it got to the point where this chick is putting her hands on you now and calling you out your name. First of all, I don't think a woman can really truly respect a man if he has kids. No, if she has all these, like, she has all this drama in her life, has these different baby daddies, and she has all these children and stuff, and then here you come with no kids and want to take her seriously. I don't think instinctually a woman can respect a man like that, because that's like an automatic beta move. Here you are with, now if you have kids and you get with this woman and she got kids, then it's kind of even Steven. I gotta put up with your crazy baby daddy. You gotta put up with my crazy baby mama, or mamas. You know what I'm saying? But if you have no responsibility, you have no kids, scot free, and can do your own thing. Here you are taking on this woman with 2 baby daddies, 2 kids, and they bad, and you taking her on, and you taking her seriously. I think instinctually that woman can't naturally respect you, because what alpha male would take her seriously with all this baggage? You know what I'm saying? So I think instinctually a woman sees that as weak, so she'll start coming at you weak, cussing you out, talking to you crazy, and not really respecting you because you taking on two other men's responsibility. Because I think she had 2 different baby daddies, so it's like, here you come with no kids, helping me with these 2 kids and these 2 different dudes. I think instinctually a woman can't respect that. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. But what do y'all think? Check out the Redefining Network. That's the YouTube channel. I just subscribed. So check them out. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this? Leave it in the comments and subscribe to Charles and Israel. Hit that thumbs up button.